OnlineVideoGames here, and you're about to witness another video of a drawer of epic randomness. Everyone seems to love these videos, because even if you find me boring as show to listen to, and even if you find my videos boring as show to watch, just watching randomness, I think of, I guess you could say, showing what I randomly have in these drawers is always fun. It's not so much about the commentary, but more about the visuals, so sit back, relax, and enjoy the epic randomness as this video encompasses. I don't know what's in the drawer though, so it makes it more exciting for me. So whenever I get video games, I keep them all in. I usually typically move them all to one location so I can easily access them. If I had to find my games this way, it may be a bit of a more, I guess you could say, exciting and elaborate experience, but it'll also take a shell of a longer to find a specific game. So if I wanted to play Halo 3, I'd have to dig through all of these, and it'd be like a treasure hunt or a scavenger hunt, and it's just so much easier if I keep them in this case. Let me show you what I mean. So this is what I keep my games in. So let's say I wanted to play Halo 3. Let's see how quickly I can find it compared to the average gamer. Depending on if you have a shelf in your room, then it may be quicker, but if you don't have shelves and you use drawers, then it may take a while. So I just have to go through these, and I could easily flip through. There's a bunch of games in here though. I can flip through until I find Halo 3, and I can see 8 at a time. So I could find Halo 3 typically within seconds. Let's see if I could randomly find it right now. If I put it down, so I could flip through faster. Trying to find it. Halo Wars. This is actually super heavy. All these discs together, they have a ton of weight. Let's see if I can find it. No. 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 Here's 3 games. Halo 3 is right there. We're next to the warm North orange box and triple pack. So I hope you guys catch my drift in terms of being able to quickly access games. If I had to go through all these cases, it would be a nightmare. And then on top of that, I used to keep, when I used to use the game cases and before I got them in one case like this, I would keep the disc in the previous game that I switched it out with. So if I had Halo 3 in the Xbox and I just play Shadowrun, and the Shadowrun disc would be in the Halo 3 case. And then by the time let's say I want to play Need for Speed, and then the Halo disc may be in the Need for Speed case, and just be a huge mess. This is just so much easier if you use drawers, if you use shelves. So I mean, you may fill the games on the shelves though, and even if you fill them up standing up like this, it may not fully utilize the shelf space, as opposed to filling up something that I guess can stack a lot higher on the shelf. And if you stack them on top of each other like this, I mean, if you're going to take out one from the bottom like that, everything could fall beneath it. So I use a case to organize my games. I got it at Target, I think it was like $30 or $40, and I think it could store them nearly 400 or 364 or something. Anyways, let's take a look inside the box of randomness. And sometimes I use tissues to prevent I guess you could say, the cases from banging into one another. Not tissues, I mean toilet paper. Tissues are 4 times the price of toilet paper. So there's no reason to use tissues. So let's see here, we got Resistance 3. I got that as a buy 2 get 1 free at GameStop on Black Friday. 27 minus 10%. So how much would that be? Minus $2.70 from $27. You get minus $2 from 27. That'd be 25 minus 70 cents would be 24.30. So $24.30. And this may have been the free game, I'm not sure. Halo Reach for retail value, great game. Francis out of 4. I barely played that game. I couldn't stand the idea that this game doesn't have a menu. The cell phone is a menu. Alright, let's take a further look here. What else do we have? completely random. Alien vs Predator. I got the game at full retail value. Great game when you put it online. I love the survival mode with the humans versus the aliens, and how if you died, you became an alien, and it just became so much harder to survive because then you had less humans and more enemies. Batman Arkham Asylum. This was half off, so I got it for 20 plus tax. Great game. Halo DST. I couldn't stand the med packs, but I did come with the extra multiplayer maps for Halo 3. Need for Speed Hot Pursuit. I got that on Black Friday at Toys R Us with James Bond, and the James Bond game 007. The disc doesn't work because it keeps freezing. So I need to replace that disc, but it's a decent game for $35. Tatsunoko vs Capcom. I got that for full retail value, 50 plus tax. It got Wi-Fi. You could use a game controller. I love this game. Halo 3 disc in the collector's edition. I think it just has probably the soundtrack and some video content. I'm not even sure if I watched it. Stranglehold. I love this game. And I remember when it was 65, but I waited for it to go down, so I probably got it for a buy 2 get 1 free deal for 8 plus tax, but 10% off $8 would be just in the math real quick, $7.20. You're in the movies. I got that for 50% off. You could use a vision cam, so about $4 minus 10%. $4 minus 10% would actually be $3.60, or this may have cost $3.20 because the deduction may have been from the original price of $8. So it's probably $3.60 plus tax. Just assume that most of these games I get 10% off unless I get some new. Mass Effect 2, 20 plus tax. Unbelievable game. Unbelievable isn't good. Army of 2, I got it for half off. I think it's $7.50 plus tax. Dead Rising. I have the second one. I have the cover art for the first, but I don't have the first one anymore. This is inside here. I used to have this game. Fortunately, I don't have it anymore, but I still have the cover art. Assassin's Creed 2. Sega Superstars Tennis. That's a good game. Assassin's Creed 2 is okay. I said not that good. Borderlands, that game's okay. Bioshock 2. But multiplayer is okay as well. Super Mario Brothers Wii, fantastic concept, horrible controls, terrible game. Naruto Shippuden, Kashi the Ninja, Revolution 3. I really have repeat games. I beat this game. I unlocked everything. I can't even buy anything more. It's fantastic. If I could recommend anything for you guys to buy out of this whole entire random drawer so far, I'd recommend this game. And I don't think that there's any other game that's in the store that I'd recommend over this game. Amazing game. You could use a game controller. Beyond unbelievably perfect. Great controls. Drama League Rage and Blast. Game sucks because the controls are terrible. Kingdom of Fire, Circle of Doom. That game's not that great either. Sonic and Sega All-Star Racing. Banjo-Kazooie as an, I think, Xbox 360 exclusive. What's the issue with this game? Well, first let me just say that the main issue with this game is you gotta drift in order to gain speed, and I'm not too sure about the drifting. It's basically drifting. You're basically turning constantly, and you're slowing down and getting a speed boost later, and it just doesn't work out too well. Because you're slowing down, and if you mess up on the speed boost immediately after the drift, then you wasted time by initially slowing down to get the drift. I think this was $10 plus tax, so I think I got it for 9 plus tax. Rainbow Six Vegas 2, that's a decent game as well. Alright, let's just randomly put them back. So the order is completely random. It becomes more random every second. I try to keep the PS3 cases on the top. Alright. Naruto, Ultimate Ninja Storm, I couldn't even find out where to go, and I'm still stuck where to go in that game. And Finesse. When I got a PS3, this was one of the first games I got. It's a decent game. Small Soldiers, a VHS, and let's see what other VHSs we have here. Dragon Ball Z, I think Super Android 13, TMNT The Battle Nexus, these are the best DVDs. And Season 5 and Season 4 of DBZ, the Android Saga and Cell Saga. My favorite saga was the Frieza Saga. I don't even have the same saga on DVD. And I don't have the Perfect Cell Saga. Maybe I'll get those in the future. The price diminishes and the price goes down. God of War 3, decent game. Killzone 2, the game's unfortunately has too much recoil. Mag, decent game. God of War Collection, decent game. When I mean decent, I mean okay. And when I mean okay, I mean not great. And when I mean not great, I mean not worth buying. And when I say not worth buying, I mean not worth buying. What do I recommend in this case? So what game has its value of its money's worth? In my opinion, well, if you're a Halo fan, obviously Halo 3 will have value to you, depending on how many hours you play it. I mean, look at it this way, arcades may be expensive, but if you buy a $65 game and you play for 2 hours, you're better off going to an arcade playing a game that you love, if they didn't have it for a home console, and then paying, let's just say 60 hours to get, let's just say 20 hours worth of playtime. That's a bit of an, I mean, $60 to get 10 hours worth of playtime. It's a bit of an exaggeration there, but the whole point I'm making is you have to put in the time to justify the value of the game, in my opinion. And when I put in the time, I don't want it to force itself to put in the time. So let's just say I played Infamous and I couldn't stand Infamous. I don't want it to force itself to be the game, and after playing it for a couple of hours, to force itself to be the whole entire campaign. They'll do everything in the game just to try to find a redeeming quality about a game that I don't like. I need to obviously love it right away, and a game I did love right away, and I still love to this day, and the only game that I probably still have a little bit of skill left at, even though I rarely ever play, is Naruto Shippuden Ultimate Ninja Storm 3. It's an unbelievably fantastic game, and you could use a game controller. I highly recommend getting it out of every single game. I mean, I play the game more than I played each of these individual games, and I may play that game more than, with the exception of Halo Reach. Let's say Halo Reach wasn't in here, then I may played with all these games combined. So I may spend more time on Naruto Shippuden Ultimate Ninjas, Clash of the Ninja Revolution 3. Sorry if I'm getting the names mixed up, there's just a bunch of Naruto games. So I probably spent more time on Naruto Shippuden, Clash of the Ninja Revolution 3 I may have than every single game in here combined, with the exception of Halo Reach. So this is my draw of randomness, and thanks for watching. Let's see you guys later. Online Video Games, signing off.